See by the few contests they've had, fantastic kick down the middle of the ground here. But by the few contests they've had more numbers. So what Bolts was speaking about before, they've put into place.
Silvani gets his chance to give them some momentum back. Second goal of the afternoon, first goal of the half.
So what you got now at the moment is what we saw that contest. There was Curnow and Silvani at the contest. Curnow starts up.
Goldstein's feeding back as well. Puts it in Goldstein's direction. Big Goldie. That was outstanding. He was heading towards the goal square, turned back, went and got it. That wasn't so good. Plowman knocked it down. Stocker back out to Plowman. Phillips. Petreski-Seaton, good run. Fisher looks up. Needs to be a good kick. Pokes it out the back. North getting three players back. Big fist, Marley Williams. Was prepared to take the contact so he could get a full foot of Higgins. And out the back, Zaha, if they get it to him. Anderson from Thomas to Zaha. Open goal. And that hurts again. That's another twist of the knife.
Offensive. There they are, just in the back of screen there. See the North Melbourne boys are rolling downhill ahead of them, and they just could not get out of a trot.
Carlton are really in a good position.
Pollock, McMillan. Pollock had to get out of his way. It's a really good spot with the kick. Brown couldn't get a run at it. Goldstein had a chance. Anderson in game 50. And it's out to 10 goals.
Kick to the top of the square. That's where they usually go when they're out wide. Great contest by Brown there, and there was just a number of North Melbourne players that could have raffled that one off.
Calling for it long, he goes to Williams. Brown still calling. Brown still calling. Nearly got there, caused the contest, but Wiedering. His best finish in 2014 and 2015, ninth last year. Simpkin breaks a tackle, looks at goal, and slams through another one. They lead by 11.
Onto that tackle. I know he cut through a beautiful line there. You've got to hang on to that. He's done well to follow up after contesting, but he got a good grab on the jumper there. No, bloody hard work. But that's what he's got to do.
Walsh to Charlie Curnow to Gibbons.
Now, in the result.
Mature age top-up player Michael Gibbons has kicked 1-7 as a Blue. Has he got this in him? He has. And he cuts it back to a 10-goal margin.
Quick kick forward. Little small forwards read that probably quicker than anyone else. He was just in a really good position. And he'd kicked 1-7, but he certainly
was good. Look away, handball just as good. Wood to Pollock, wide, and
well, great effort.
Liam Jones is hurt.
Great effort.
Gee, hasn't moved, Liam Jones.
No, the teammate has put the hand in the air straight away and called straight for the medical attention. There's Zaha.
So they're bracing the head and neck as they take him to the stretcher. See the North Melbourne fans there, as Dermott and Jordan Lewis told you, showing their appreciation for his courage. And
somebody who gets injured pretty well at any level of injury. Listen to that applause. I mean, that's a wonderful sign of respect. There's not every code of football around the world will do that.
And I think supporters also understand that when you step out to the ground, there is a chance of this happening. So when it does happen and they see someone that puts themselves in a really uncompromising position and be so brave like he just did, there's a lot of respect for that.
Oh, got extra numbers here. Goldie slipped in behind.
And Goldstein about to jump, got up there, one grab, two.
Yeah, we saw Phillips try to do it the other way into the middle of the ground.
Well, he challenges his opposition ruckman forward, and that's what he's done for years, and he was unopposed for another 100 metres.
To push it out past the 60-point lead. 64 points, to be exact.
Melbourne numbers just swarming, and Goldstein would mark 10 out of 10 of those. Just drifted into the forward line unopposed, and We mentioned in the call that Phillips was in the middle of the ground, where it goes over his head, so if you don't impact on one way, you sure be getting back to defend your opponent like Goldstein going to the forward 50, but that's what he does to his opposition ruck.
A roller. Petrovsky-Seton. Silvani. Walsh turns on Pollock inside. Heads toward goal. Not quite.
The footy running with the flight of the ball.
Back inside. Turner. Pulls the kick to the top of the square. That is outstanding. It's Zaha, who came off under the blood rule. Inside a minute to three-quarter time, and scoreline has well and truly reached the point of no return for the Blues. Tripped himself. Right. Got the fake, gave it to Brown. Edged out of it. Zaha. Oh, would have been a nice. Options are plenty. Puts it way too far out in front of Silvani. He was there for the pass target. Slips the tackle high. Pops it to Phillips in the pocket.
Yeah, well done.
That kick, Plowman had no pressure, and he missed the leading target by 15-20 metres.
Phillips steps in, heads toward goal, and he puts it across the face. Has done a brilliant job this afternoon, it must be said. Atley pulls the kick to Higgins. Flicked away by Williamson. Chance for Cunningham, heads toward goal, and he gets himself a consolation prize, David Cunningham. Liam Jones in danger of missing next week's big game, Blues and Collingwood. Simpkin trots to 40, and that was like chilling, please. Back to Pollock. Outside of the boot, and according to the umpire, travel with the required distance.
And right now, he is close to being the best player in the comp.
In all Australian form, you think? Dermot?
Oh, without doubt.
Hits the post.
Well, if you're playing against...
Ed Curnow, little flick back, gets it to brother Charlie. Couldn't collect it, throws it back to Ed. The brothers might work. Ed's in the pocket, opens up the angle. The Blues brothers.
Can't get a handle on it, but recognises I've got to keep motioning it forward. I'd have liked him to sidestep that last one.
Third quarter, just getting his K's up.
Zeeble off hands, goes to Zaha. Good collect, sized up the options. Would have been just reward had he slotted that as watched it a few times. Won't be bottom tonight. Kane Turner out wide. Garner opens up the angle, and they get another one. 17 goals to 5.
Assumed that some other players can get there, and some players decided not to, and that would be looking from Brendan Bolton's point of view. Do I think he's the right coach? Yeah, I do. I've played under him at Hawthorn.
Heads long. Mason Woods his target. Good commitment, both players. Ball to the back. Zaha. What his last mention every time there's roll call.
The unknown there, we get a look at it here, and he cuts across the screen coming from out
Plowman
right
came
to
off
left.
him.
Yep. And Plowman came off him once again. That's 2 in a row. Lockie's come off his man to try and assist.
Goldie turns it over. O'Brien, can he hit a target or go for home? He drives it long and wallpapers over the cracks a little.
See if he can jump and thump.
Kai, Goldstein, Petrovsky-Seton barrels one. Silvani, good attack, nearly collected it. Marley Williams
Hoping to take a secure second grab instead of trusting the ball to be grabbed in one grab.
18 goals for North. Pops it to the top of the square. Larkey had a chance. Silvani out of the air, out of nothing.
He stayed in the contest. He got himself in a position where he's inside the contest. Beautiful little tap to himself. You kind of hope this one, from a North Melbourne point of view, goes over the line from a big spoil, because stuff like this can sort of open up.
There you go, Geordie. Your Hemi's screaming looking at that.
Been doing that job today. Murphy out wide to Cripps.
No movement. He's got to have a shot.
And that's within his repertoire. Cripps from the pocket. That's what he can do.
So by the time this gets out to Cripps, he's looking up thinking, who's going to lead? No one's coming at me. They're all running away trying to get reset in their own time. So he takes the shot.
Oh, inside. Cripps. Fisher. Floats it up to Phillips. He's got the reach. He's had a tough day, Andrew Phillips. Mentioned a few times. No Matthew Cruiser. It's been his job to do all day, and he can't do that little job there. Brackett, no. Doesn't go for the kick. Hands it over. Dow heads out wide. Cunningham back inside. Didn't have a look. A horror show for them. And with the injury to Liam Jones, it only got worse. Both
There's no
the
need
score line and the player attrition rate.
No,
now
no,
Plowman's hurt.
Higgins has come in.
Waiting in front of Mackay. Wright looks up. Run down from behind. Brilliant chase. Push to the back.
That's the correct
free
decision.
kick.
It is the correct.
Wright steps in and it's across the face. Blue fans for this home game have departed disappointed. But rather than harp on the negative, let's talk about the positive. North Melbourne are off the bottom. And for their fans, there's hope this season.